I caught up with a really impressive enthusiast. What's your name?
Lindsay Ross.
And Lindsay, tell us a little bit about this car. What year is this to start with?
This is a 66 GT350. It's a Shelby.
And is this thing tricked out, or is it kind of stock?
It's to run in these vintage events, it's pretty much has to be stock. So you can kind of work with the technology that was available in 66 or in that race period.
So this thing's pretty much running just like it would be back in the 60s.
Yeah, basically, technology has enabled you to do things like the pistons are a little different, and suspension's a little different, and they've been able to tweak it with engineering over the years. So tweak a lot of the original components with engineering over the years. So the horsepower would be quite a bit higher than it would have been originally. Originally, I think they were around about 320, 325 in that range.
What about suspension-wise? Are you pretty stock on here? I know you have to be kind of tight with those track points.
Yeah. This would have very similar. The original Coney shocks were stock on this car, I believe, and that's what's on it now. Springs are stiffer, kind of race springs, and for the most part, there is some upgrades, but for the most part, it'd be very similar to the original cars.
Nice. I caught up with another really cool enthusiast. How's it going? What's your name?
Hey, Sammy Bell.
Sammy, tell us a little bit about your car back here.
Oh man, I bought this car brand new in '72, and a guy bragged me into starting racing, and it's been uphill ever since. This car actually has been sitting for 35 years. I ran it in the early mid-'70s. '77, I put it away, got involved in something, sit for 35 years. Just this past year, I've got this thing running so I can go vintage racing. I'm having a blast.
Nice. And what did things start out with when you raced? What was your first race?
I was in La Junta, Colorado. I actually beat it was a driving school race. I beat that year's Midwestern Division regional or national points champion first time out with this car.
And then was that a stock engine you had too back then?
No, it was beefed up quite a bit.
So you had this thing. This thing's been racing for a while. Is that right?
Yeah. Each time I'd go to the race, I'd learn something new and add a little bit and go a little faster. And I finally ended up doing some Trans Am racing. I actually got as high as 5th at Brainerd in the Trans Am. Started 15th and got up to 5th before I went out with a suspension failure.
Nice. And what engine do you have in it right now?
A big block Chevy 454, bored 30 over. It's a cast iron block with LS6 or LS7 components, except the heads are aluminum ZL1s.
Nice. And what about suspension? Because I know you need suspension to get around those road courses.
It's all race suspension stuff. There's some Dick Goldstrand there, some newer stuff. I have changed these upper control arms to the tube frame type.
Yeah, you got to hold it in those turns, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The whole car's pretty much been modified to some degree.
And do you drag race, or do you just vintage road race?
I used to drag race. In 1962, I started drag racing. That's where I figured out how to make them go fast.
Oh, right on. And then you picked up this thing, and you've been racing with this ever since.
Huh? Going around corners, Bug. You bet. It's a real adrenaline rush.
And how's the Coronado Speed Fest doing for you?
Oh, I love it here. The people are so good. I mean, all these racers, these guys, everybody comes to help. I just had a guy bring me a fuel pressure regulator because I'm having a problem. He says, here, you just try it.
Nice, yeah.
Eat that.
San Diego used to be really big on the street, the road course and stuff like that, but there's been a few, gone away, La Jolla and stuff like that. So that's sad to see. It's great to see, people coming together and racing. It's nothing like a day on the racetrack.
I mean, this is a great event, especially the Navy's involved, the military. I mean, it's a good deal for them. Good recruitment for young people to see this stuff and know that the Navy might have something to do with something like this.
And we're a big fan of our military people, too. We'd love to thank them, and thank you for bringing this thing out.
If it wasn't for them, we couldn't do this.
Exactly. Minions, here's an import that's a little bit different than the tuners we're used to. This guy really knows a lot about his car, and he's out there on the track really tearing it up. What's your name?
Mark Francis.
Mark, and what do we have here behind us?
This is a 1972 BMW 2002.
Nice. And so what'd you do to kind of customize this thing? I see it's really road ready.
Well, this car was a race car back in the 90s, but it was a SCCA ITB car, which means it was a pretty stock car. And what I've done is changed it to become a 2.5 Challenge, Trans Am 2.5 Challenge B sedan.
So you got some horsepower underneath the hood then.
We've done a little bit of work to the motor, 12.5-to-1 compression, big Schrick cam, some long rod, Potter rods, knife edge crank, all the goodies for an M10 motor.
Now, would you say you're kind of a big fan of these guys?
I am. I started getting into 2002s about 5 years ago, and at first I just bought one to restore. And then I got invited to a race. A friend was racing one, or somebody I met in the community was racing one, and I just said, I gotta do this.
Nothing like being out on that track, right?
You know, there's nothing like taking this car and driving it between 5,000 and 6,000 or 8,000 RPM for 30 minutes. It's really pushing the car and seeing what it could do. It's nothing like it.
Now, getting around the track, you're not just with the horsepower, you gotta have suspension too. So did you do a little bit to suit this up, the suspension?
Yeah, I've done a lot of work on the suspension, and we have it really fine-tuned pretty good, and the car actually handles very nice. It's very well balanced, and it's really been a step-by-step over 4 years building program for me.
And are you here by yourself, or are you here with anybody else that helped you out with the car?
Oh, I got so many friends working on this car. I have buddies here that have been helping me put the car together for the last 2 weeks, getting it ready for this race. I have another friend here that built the motor for it. I have probably 10 or 15 friends that helped me get this car ready for this race.
Nice. And you did pretty good out there?
I did midfield, 14th, 37 car pack, and so I'm really happy.
Yeah, you can't complain about that. Nothing like a good race day, right? All right, thanks again.
Thank you so much.
My name's Gary Souza. I live in the San Francisco, Oakland Bay area. Love stock cars probably from the early 70s. Was fortunate enough to be able to acquire a few of these vintage stock cars. We actually have 3 of them. And after Dale had passed away, we talked to the restorer back east about getting an Earnhardt car, and he went and got one, came from Norm Benning. He's a truck racer, and he raced in the ARCA series, and the car was pretty much, it was pretty mangled up and needed a lot of sheet metal work and restoration done on it, and so the guy back east did the work on it and shipped it out to us, and you know, here we are on the West Coast, you know, having fun with it, and you know, the people that come to the track, the fans, you know, they get a little emotional at times, but it's here, and we race the car, and it's here for everybody to enjoy. I've been doing this for about 14 years. We actually got a Darrell Waltrip Tide car, was our first car, and this was our second car, and we actually have a Richard Petty car also. But you know, I'm very blessed. Always love stock cars and how they operate. They're a small block Chevrolet. This is about 710 horsepower here. Some of the other guys out here with the newer stuff, they're up in the 800 horsepower range. That's okay. We got good torque on the motor. It'll hang in there. Oh, we love coming down to the Coronado Speed Fest. Just to come down here and honor the military, and it's just an honor to be here. And we go to the Admiral's Dinner on Friday night to be able to go see all the officers, and this is just a great venue down here.
Also here at Coronado Speed Festival, Porsche's celebrating their 50 years of the 911. All right, Minions, we're wrapping up this 2-day event here at Coronado Speed Festival. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. See you guys next time.